Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is a bunch of stuff. We got Creed 3. We want to watch that. We got some coffee here. No, but for real. No shitting around. All right. We are here.
Turtles in a half shell, y'all.
Turtle power.
Heroes in a half shell, my bad.
How dare you, man?
Come at me,
oh
turtle
my
fans.
God.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Oh my God. You had one job. Hey, and speaking of one job, our one job is to say hello and welcome to the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I chit chat about all the nerdy things that happened over the past week, catch up about all that good stuff, if you know what I'm saying. Typically, we have like a handful of stories and maybe a review, but today the Turtles are taking over. All right,
you got a treat.
It was a non-stop smorgasbord of awesomeness over the weekend. Just all kinds of fun stuff. And you know what? Then today, the nice little cherry on top, bing, was a trailer. They released the first trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So typically what we would do in a situation like this is let's record a reaction video because that's our bread and butter here at Hopefully Awesome. All right. Yeah. Like we prefer and love to do the podcast, but the sweet reactions, that's what gets those views. You know what I'm saying? We're still trying to hit that 4,000 hour watch time. We're close. 2,200 hours. We're getting closer. So just watch. Everybody just keep watching.
Cowabunga.
Hell yeah, Eric. That's right.
Tubular.
So what we are going to do today, this is a very special episode of the Hopefully Awesome Show. We are going to do a Turtles block, a rock block of turtle goodness. And then we're going to follow that up with our review, spoiler-free and spoiler-filled. We're going to have them separated, of Creed 3. And let me go ahead and tell you right now, possibly my movie of the year.
Masterpiece.
All right. Now, I know it's only March 6th. All right. I don't want to sound crazy.
Masterpiece.
But I don't think there's going to be another movie that's better than this one. All right. Like, the bar is high. Will Turtles be better than it? No, but I'm still excited to watch the Turtles. Okay. All right. But enough of that.
Woo!
Let us get into the news. It's time for the news.
Good news, everyone.
We had a bit of a audio thing going on. It was doing that thing where like it's piercing our ears like a wee. So for a little low, let us know. I think we've got it fixed, but if we're too low, if we're too high, let us know.
Too hot.
Let us know in the chat.
Let us know.
First story. So first and only story. Via Deadline. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sets voice cast and releases first trailer. Paramount Pictures, Nickelodeon Movies, and Point Grey Productions have set an all-star voice cast for their upcoming CG animated theatrical feature, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. That's some good alliteration there. Seth Rogen, who voices Mutant Werehog Bebop, made the announcement at Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards on Saturday. Oh, we missed the Kids' Choice Awards.
Man, we could have reacted to.
We could have. I mean, that's one of our bigger videos we've done, was reacting to the 1998 Kids' Choice Awards.
Anyways.
With Robert Loggia. Awards on Saturday night in an appearance alongside lead cast members Micah Abbey as Donatello, Shamon Brown Jr. as Michelangelo, Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo, and Brady Noon as Raphael.
And if you see pictures of these four gentlemen, they are babies.
I mean, none of them's Johnny Knoxville.
No. They're babies.
And also that guy, he was on something, and we were talking about it recently. And I was like, oh, you know, he plays in that Reacher show. That guy, he was Hawk and Dove, but I think it was Hawk.
I can't think of his name.
He was actually the actor in the suit.
Really?
Yeah, I think of Leonardo. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Yes, others leading their voices, lending their voices to the film include, everybody buckle up because this shit's crazy. All right, Hannibal Buress as Genghis Frog, Rose Byron as Leatherhead, Maggie's favorite John Cena as Rocksteady. That's right, John Cena and Seth Rogen are Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
The best casting of all time right here. Ready? Jackie Chan as Splinter. Come on. That's perfect.
Come on, chat.
Why did it take until
Jackie Chan.
the year of our Lord 2023? Why did it take until then to get Jackie Chan to be Splinter? Come on. People should have been on top of that from the get-go.
Where's Jackie Chan been at?
He's been in our hearts. He's been actually, Maggie. Have you not heard it? What he was up to? So, like, him and his niece, they had to go find like all the animals from the Zodiac because they had been released, and like somebody was trying to capture all of them, so then they could release the new gods into the world. Yeah, it was a big adventure. It was a Jackie Chan adventures.
Oh my lord! Leonardo actually voiced Gumball. Crazy. That's what Eric said.
Nice. So, others we got on here. We got Ice Cube as Superfly. Natasha, I'm going to screw this up. It's Wingnut. Natasha Demetrio.
Yeah, I think you did.
Demetrio as Wingnut. Aya Edeberry as April O'Neil.
Yeah.
I always suck at saying his name. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, I was supposed to say.
I suck at it, but I mean, obviously, right now it's Gus.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean now, Eric. He meant the kid that's voicing Leonardo.
Oh,
his voice Gumball from the world of Gumball.
Oh, okay.
I know what you mean now.
I
Okay.
never really watched Gumball, but that's awesome.
I caught it a few times. It's wild.
But yes, Gus from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
And the Magic Mirror from Once Upon a Time.
Stop it.
Is playing.
Don't bring that
hey, man.
filth in
He
here.
was fantastic in it. All right. Hate on it all you want, but he did a great job.
We have tried it multiple times to
Future
watch it, guys.
Professor X himself. He is playing Baxter Stockman. Now, do you know who Baxter Stockman is?
That's that, well, supposedly that doctor guy, professor guy from the second movie, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, he's more than Tyler Perry. Like, I mean, you know, do you know what he becomes?
Superfly?
No, that's already on there. He is a giant fly.
Oh.
That's like,
oh
yeah. He's like, I'm Baxter Stockman.
Waspinator?
What? No, no. This is Baxter Stockman impression, obviously.
Okay.
Post Malone. I feel like I'm popping a little bit. Post Malone as Paul Rudd. I'm sorry. I skipped over. Post Malone as Ray Fillet. Post Malone as Ray Fillet. Paul Rudd as Mondo Gecko. And Maya Rudolph as Cynthia Outram. And you guys can't really see it. They released these posters that kind of specify each person's character. The Maya Rudolph one, it looks very like techno.
Mm-hmm.
You know? One thing I'm not seeing on here, and I gotta say I'm kind of glad, Shredder. No Shredder. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Probably Shredder. Who knows? Maybe
Super Shredder shows up at the end. Calling it.
Can it still be?
Oh, Kevin Nash.
But is he dead?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. Bring Kevin Nash back.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Yeah.
He's gone.
That would be terrible if they did that. I really hope they don't do that. But yeah, no, all these are great. Definitely go check out these posters. And of course, the piece de resistance right here in the center at this poster. I want to get this and hang it up on our bedroom wall.
Okay.
Just so you know. Right next
to
our
the fact that Mikey's name is in pizza.
Right next to our merge poster. That's a Friends reference. Okay. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film is an original story following the crime-fighting Ninja Turtles as they protect the sewers and streets of New York City. After years of being sheltered from the human world, the Turtle brothers set out to win the hearts of New Yorkers and be accepted as normal teenagers through heroic acts. Their new friend, April O'Neil, helps them take on a mysterious crime syndicate, but they soon get in over their heads when an army of mutants is unleashed upon them. Crime syndicate. It's got to be the Foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Rowe, who directed The Mitchells vs. the Machines, is directing this pick.
Nice.
Marking Nickelodeon's first ever CG animated theatrical production. That doesn't sound right.
CG what?
I said their first ever CG animated theatrical production. What about Jimmy Neutron? That was CG.
I think the way that this is animated.
No,
I think that's what they mean.
Okay.
I think that's what they mean.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
That's a different machine there. Like Mitchell's in the Machines.
Jeez. Okay. Point Grey Productions, Rogan, Evan Goldberg, and James Weaver produce. An enduring kids franchise created in 1984 by Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles began its life as a comic book series, which spurred a hit animated TV show, a live-action series.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the live-action series.
Oh, not the series.
And numerous blockbuster theatrical releases.
Yeah.
The property is a global consumer products powerhouse that has generated billions by the ways of toys, apparel, video games, DVDs, and more. Nickelodeon most recently revitalized it with the CG animated series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2012, with a 2D animated series titled The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, following in 2019.
Nickelodeon loves the turtles.
I mean, they spent a hell of a lot to get the turtles.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, that is true.
And I'm going to say it. All right, everybody, you can be mad at me if you want, but the Michael Bay Turtles movies, the first one, not great, but the second one?
Second one was fun.
Don't say fun. They nailed it.
Oh.
All right? They nailed it.
No, I meant it as a good kind of fun.
No. Oh, I thought you said fun.
No, I said fun.
This is a 5-star movie.
Fun.
Okay? 5-star. We got the Technodrome. They gave us
Bring in
Krang, for God's sakes. You know, a live-action Krang.
Crank.
Krang.
Dr. Crane?
Stephen Amell was in it as Casey Jones.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Green Arrow.
He was like, "You have failed this city, Michelangelo."
Don't bring Mikey into this.
Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it.
Oh. What? You brought blasphemy into the chat, Eric. He said not even the Power Ranger crossover episode with the Turtles live action.
Listen, Eric, we're friends, okay? I appreciate you being here in chat.
It's bad.
How?
You know how we feel about the Saban Turtles.
No, yes, the next mutation is terrible. However, it did give us the biggest crossover of all time, which was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Power Rangers in space.
Gosh,
okay,
that was so weird looking.
They were, but I mean, they gave it to us. Do you know how long I had wanted something like that to happen, Maggie? Decades.
All your life.
It was only like the 6th season of Power Rangers, but I had been waiting.
He was 20.
It was 12, but close.
You said decades. So
listen, I don't know how time works, okay? All I remember is that Andros had his little flying space board, and then the turtles were like, "Oh, whoa!" And then they were on it. And it was great.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was amazing. And it gave us one of the greatest gifts of all time. No, the greatest GIF, G-I-F. The greatest GIF of all time.
Oh, I thought you meant gift. I'm like, well, spit it out, bro.
The gift is the GIF. And that GIF is already yours, Maggie. It's already yours. He's already given it to you. All right. You just got to take it. You just got to take it. It's already yours.
Jesus.
All right. Enough of this crap. It's time to move on, everybody, because we are going to watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to the Turtles.
To the Turtles.
We are going to react to the trailer. First time, never watched it. Haven't watched it yet. Very excited. I am so excited. But first, before we do that, we have to hear a word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
That's right. At the $5 tier, you can have access to every episode we make ad-free and have your name listed in the credits of every video. At $10, you'll be able to get access to our all-new exclusive shows right here on patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Those include Hopefully Weekly, a weekly show where Maggie and I catch up on all the things that's happened over the past week, both in our life and in the world around us. Family Game Night, a weekly show where Maggie and I will play a variety of board games, from Blockbuster Party Game all the way to Fast and the Furious Heist Game, whatever that is.
Highway heist.
The Hopefully Awesome movie commentary that we'll do once a month, where Maggie and I will watch one of our favorite films and then record us talking about it over it. Kind of like a mix between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, just us goofing off and talking about nothing related to the film. And lastly, Matt plus Maggie. This is our monthly show where Maggie and I talk about our relationship. I don't think we'll be giving any advice, but hey, tune in, it'll be fun. And if you want to go above and beyond at the $25 level, not only do you get everything that we've just talked about, but you also get a verbal shout out as our Patreon producer of the entire month. All this and more.
So sign up at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome today.
And we're back. I started talking before I kicked the audio back on. That's right, everybody. We are over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get exclusive content. You can get all kinds of fun things, including ad-free episodes. So if you don't want to see that ad again, patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
Huh?
Okay, anyway, now it's time for us to watch this trailer. So I'm gonna do something. We're kind of doing this on the fly. We haven't really ever reacted live before. So I'm gonna click this button. Okay. Looks like it's gonna work. It should work. Okay. If it doesn't work, then we're all boned.
Oh Lord.
But here. Are you ready, Maggie?
I'm ready. I've been ready all day.
I'm so effing jacked right now.
I saw a picture of all four of them.
Maggie,
I about wanted to scream.
Before we start, what would you say your hype level is right now? All right.
Through the effing roof.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
There we go. That's great.
Lob it up. Stay still. Stay still. Now. Oh! Let's try that again, but with ninja stars. Hey, why did we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head? Stop talking. You're ruining my concentration.
You're fine. Chill. He's gonna die.
Wait, did you hear that? What was that? Well, nothing we can do. You guys want to grab pizza? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Oh my God, his hair.
Those things. They look like little Shreks to me.
Oh, we've prepared our whole lives for this. Can I kick it? Yo, what happened? Is Donnie bleeding? It was an accident. Mikey, watch out!
So you were baby turtles who made contact with mystery goo.
Well, we prefer the term ooze, but yeah.
It's like more like it's just nicer.
It rolls off the tongue better, yeah.
Ooze.
It's nice, right? It's
God, dude. I love everything about this. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't wait.
All right.
Oh my God, yes, the secret of
There we go. I'm gonna pause that, or I'm gonna mute it.
There.
So now we should be able to still see everything. Holy bananas,
Ta-da!
Maggie!
What? I know.
It was incredible, right?
Yeah, through the roof.
I love this art style. Okay.
Oh no!
Like seeing this, I wasn't really sure what we were gonna get. Like, was it gonna be like a Beavis and Butthead kind of like, just kind of like supposed to look not bad, but like it's kind of a 90s gritty art look. No, it's not.
No,
it's straight up Miles Morales. Like, I mean, they're basically just doing Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, and I mean, there's hints of Mitchell and the Machines too. In it
oh
too.
yeah. I love this. I think
this is brilliant.
I think this is the best the Turtles have ever looked. Like, for real, I know we've only seen it for
Like
a minute and 53 seconds is how long this trailer is. But this is fantastic.
Eric says, well, that's just prom.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is prime.
What's going to be better? Rise of the Beasts or Mutant Mayhem?
Why would you bring that in here?
Because it's the internet. That's what we have to do, Maggie. We have to rank things against things. That's our whole channel in a nutshell, Maggie.
But not my life.
I love this where it's stuck in his leg. I love how they're like, oh my god, it's still in me.
Leonardo's like about to puke.
I love how it's almost like it's like handy cam.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, I like the fact that they're teenagers and of course they're filming themselves
Yeah.
doing the ninja stuff and they throw a ninja star. I mean, it makes perfect sense. And also they sound like they have good chemistry.
I love their sound.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I love the just the voices.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I know there's probably gonna be people that's like, oh, that's my turtles. You know, my turtles were, you know, Johnny Knoxville. Like, the turtles, they're badass ninjas, you know? Like, no, it's a kid's cartoon. Like, to me, the turtles will always be the 1980s cartoon.
Hence,
and Secret of the Ooze. That's like the two versions. You
hence the word teenage is in it.
know?
Okay?
Yes, exactly.
They are teenagers. They are supposed to be like children.
They are. And they sound like it.
Yeah, they do. I love that.
Maggie, I love how even the video timer on this like looks like hand drawn.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. And like it's even not like steady the whole time.
Yeah, the corners of it's staticky.
Dude, this is so
Eric
good.
says Rise of the Beast is going to be better than this.
I mean, you're not wrong, Eric. I mean, here's the thing.
I may be biased. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be.
I mean, you're wearing a turtle shirt. So, I mean, obviously. And this is a trailer reaction for the Turtles, so we're not going to get too crazy. But I got to say that I think what's going to happen between Beast Wars and Turtles. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This is solid.
Yes.
Like, there's no way this is bad.
Yeah.
In Colorado now. Now, granted, I've only been aware of this actual footage for 5 minutes, right? So I could be totally wrong, and I'm okay to accept that. But this looks solid. I don't see anything that I'm questioning, right? Whereas Beast Wars has the potential to be insanely good or insanely not great, you know? Like, I don't think it'll be bad, but it has the potential to just not be what we want.
Yeah.
You know? And I think this
Make a
has
video
already...
game.
Of
Make
what?
a video game.
Of what?
This.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shredder's Revenge just came out, like, what, last year?
Make another one.
I mean, we could. We need to play, Turtles in Time. I've owned it now for, like, 4 months.
Yeah.
And like I still haven't got one.
I saw Black Nerd's face.
Dude, we the thing that sucks is like we've not been able to watch anybody else's reaction to this. I can't wait to watch Black Nerd's reaction to this.
Yes.
I can't wait to watch Carlos Nerd Today. Like, I cannot wait to see what he says about this.
5 minutes. He's coming off of work. I don't know. Is he? He is on our Tom.
Yeah. He's East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah. Nerd Today. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
5 more minutes, he's gonna die.
Listen, I'm gonna throw this out there, everybody that's watching. Okay, Nerdaday, look him up on YouTube, youtube.com/nerdaday. Nerdaday.
He is your nerd.
He loves the Turtles, and that's like one of the first videos. I'd seen a few others, but one of the first ones that really got my attention. You know, was him talking about like the reveal. I think it was of Shredder's Revenge, and just the love that he has for the Turtles was. Like, it made me emotional just watching him get emotional for it. So definitely, I can't wait to see what he does.
We know a lot of turtle fans.
Yeah,
yeah. I think Shell Shock Prom is big turtle fan too. He's played all the turtle games.
Yeah.
He streams.
Do you remember when we met Michelangelo?
Yeah,
at the theater.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I was wearing this shirt.
Yeah, I think he was. We went and watched the second, the Out of the Shadows.
That was my first.
It had to be like a 16-year-old girl that was in this costume, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I didn't hug him, but like, just like, I'm so excited to meet Michelangelo.
Okay. Eric says the Turtles design and actor hit it out of the park. Splinter, on the other hand, I'm like, what? In April, I missed the red hair, but
I get that.
Didn't get into the last TMNT series, but I see what.
Oh, like the rise of the.
I see what they are doing. Yeah. Splinter design, I mean, voice will be epic naturally.
Of course.
I think that'll make up for it. I think they have to make him look funky looking.
I mean,
we're used
the
to
hair
old.
the hair is very weird.
It is. Why do they give him a fro?
Now, do you think maybe that's like early on?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like when they're like kids.
Yeah.
And like as it's almost like a Stu Pickles situation where he like they make him lose all of his hair because they're crazy.
They're four teenagers.
I said Stu Pickles. I meant Animaniacs. Because the doctor, he had a full head of hair, and he just keeps ripping it out.
Oh, yeah, because the Animaniacs drive him insane.
Oh my gosh,
there's another. I feel like there's another cartoon that does that. Like it shows the dad at the beginning with some kind of wild haired style, and then like it shows him then and he's like bald or no hair or something like that.
Yeah. I mean that's look at me. I had a whole head of hair before we had Viv 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Totally. I had never seen
flowing locks.
Never seen my forehead before.
No.
Until Viv was born. I had that Justin Bieber haircut.
Yeah.
Does he still have that?
No.
I was being funny, but
I know.
But just you so sincerely answered. It made me very happy. Maggie, anything else you want to say about the Turtles before we kind of move into the next segment here? I mean, I'm excited. Obviously. I feel like we've nerded out about this for a bit.
Wise men always say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
All day with this. All day with
I love Mikey.
Well, okay, before we go into the next section, what is your favorite Turtles thing?
Like movie or something?
Yeah, well, like, I mean, your favorite version of the Turtles. What's your... I'm going to say each movie counts as a separate entry on the list. Like, you don't have to make a list. I'm just saying, like if it's the first Turtles movie, then you say that above Turtles 2 is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, the first Turtles movie.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I know it by heart.
What about the one where they have the lamp that sends them back in the past?
No.
They're like, oh, they're ninjas. I got it. They should be samurai.
The second one's really good, though.
Secret of the Ooze is okay.
Kevin Nash is Super Shredder. You can't beat that, man.
Secret of the Ooze is either the best Turtles movie or the second best Turtles movie. But Out of the Shadows is what it's tied with. Yeah. And I honestly just don't know. Out of the
Shadows was pretty great.
They had Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Like they nailed it.
It was great.
It was just the 80s cartoon in live action. It was perfect. It was beautiful.
Eric says 1990s live action top notch.
It is great. Now, where does Next Mutation rank on it?
Yeah.
Nowhere. It's not anywhere out there. I really want to read The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like the final story.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you don't know which turtle it is.
Because they all are dead.
Yeah, well.
Except one.
And he's got all the weapons.
Yeah. It's going to be great. Maggie, talking about all these Turtles things, it just gets me so amped.
I know.
Like, it makes me kind of want to rewatch all the Turtles things.
Oh, God, yes.
It's almost like I want to go back to the Turtles.
You want to go back to the sewers?
Go back in time. No, maybe we should go back to the Turtles.
Yeah, we should go back to the Turtles.
Well, think about that. All right. I mean, we do have Beast Wars wrapping up soon, so maybe that's something we can do. But now, I'm going to take that off and get my iPad.
Take it away. Give it away. Give it away.
Why
give
don't
it
you
away
talk a little
now.
bit while I get myself situated here?
So.
Perfect. You're doing great.
Did anybody see, was it eBay or something that sold, the old 90s Turtles costumes? And they were,
God.
terrifying because they had, decomposed really bad. This is bad.
It was the most terrifying thing I've
Their
ever seen.
eyes were so crazy looking.
And, the mouth was, rotting off.
Yeah, the jaws were, coming down.
Jeez, dude.
People say that Five Nights at Freddy's looks scary. Nah.
Five Nights at Mikey's.
No
I'd watch it.
spoiler, but that's a great book, Last Ronin. And now there's a second book, The Last Ronin. The Lost Years are currently running.
Okay, yeah, we need
You
to check
sold
that
us.
out. Yeah, we need to check it out. I've got such a backlog of books. Like I just bought Superman. Was it up and no? It's not up and away.
Not
I don't know. It's Tom King, but
So it's
Superstar, All Star, Superman.
All Star, yeah.
No, I've already read that. Dog. I read that like 20 years ago.
I can't remember.
Grant Morrison, he's insane. He's either
Wait.
no, Grant Morrison wrote All Star Superman, and he has two things. Okay,
2 modes.
he's either amazingly fantastic, right, or god terrible. Just like I can't follow
Everybody
it.
has their days.
All right, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I don't understand it. All right, Final Crisis, I still don't understand. I think there was a planet that was a vampire. And I think the Green Lantern had to make a stake and shove it through the center of the planet. Pretty sure that happened. And then there was Superman 3D. And but it wasn't in 3D. But it was drawn like red and blue. And like one eye was red and one eye was blue. But you didn't use 3D glasses. It didn't come out at you or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. But then you have All-Star Superman. It's like, well, shit. He's got Superman cancer. This is crazy. That's All-Star Superman. Anyway, so yeah, I got the Tom King Superman book I need to read. I've got the Tom King Supergirl book I need to read. Because both those are going to be the movies. Man, Yeah, Tom King, he's so good. His run on Batman. Legendary. You know what else is legendary, Maggie?
Neil Patrick Harris.
All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna hard shift gears here. Okay, this is gonna be like a Dominic Toretto shift. Okay, ready? Here we go. Creed 3 came out over the weekend. All right,
I was waiting.
And so we went and watched Creed 3.
Yeah.
And we are gonna talk about Creed 3 now.
Hey everybody, these are my dads.
Maggie wants to make a My Two Dads remake where it's Maggie and
Actually,
them two as her dads.
three men and a baby with Pedro Pascal and these two.
And
Just
you
do it.
also want Anthony Mackie as the baby, right?
Anthony Mackie's gonna be the baby.
Who can be the ghost?
The ghost.
Yeah, from 3 Men and a Baby.
There's no ghost in 3 Men and a Baby.
No, I mean, I know that, but I mean, you know that, right? Like that there's a ghost in one of the scenes?
No.
You've never heard this.
No. I swear to you,
It
I haven't.
single-handedly raised, it doubled the profits.
No, it
I swear to
didn't.
God, Maggie.
No, it
Swear
didn't.
to God, all right?
Ted Danson, where are you? You need to speak out.
it
and
ended
Tom
up-
Selleck
'cause it
and
was-
Gutenberg.
They all have. It's known. It's common knowledge, Maggie. It's common knowledge. Common knowledge. Yeah, I don't know. But no, there's a scene where I guess it's Ted Danson, I think, is walking and he's in front of a window and he's talking to a lady. And I think it's an older lady. I haven't seen it since I was 7. I don't even know.
I watched it before Viv was born.
Oh, Jesus. And I don't know, it's 3 men and a little lady, but that's beside the
it is
point.
cute.
The goot. The goot. But as he's walking by, there's behind a curtain, there's you see a little face. And it's short. And the urban legend was that it was this kid had died on set. And that he was haunting it. And they didn't know until they saw the footage. Turns out, because this is VHS, so everything it looked terrible, right? It turned out it was actually a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson. Because in it, he's got the top hat and stuff. He's got these little cutouts. I have no idea what his job was.
He was an actor.
There you go. It was that. But for literally for 15 years, everybody was oh my God, there's a ghost. And they said if you looked at the bed, you could see a machine gun or something. It's common knowledge as playing the Wizard of Oz and the Dark Side of the Moon together. It's that much the same.
Hasta luego, Eric.
Bye, Eric. Have a good one.
He wants to see Creed 3. So
Oh yeah, no, we're totally get it. Definitely recommend going
Beautiful.
to watch it. Do not look into it. Just go watch it. And we'll tell you before we get into spoilers. Everybody else sticking around.
Okay.
So, enough about 3 Men and a Baby.
Tom Selleck.
Creed. Was Tom Selleck in that?
Yeah.
Wow. Creed 3. Wait, so is the plot of 3 Men and a Baby, like, is it basically just Mamma Mia?
No. They know who the dad is. It's Ted Danson's baby. But they all three raise it. And Ted Danson figures out who the mom is.
So it's the plot of Full House.
The mom's alive.
Why? What?
She couldn't take care of the baby. She got overwhelmed. She didn't have anybody else because she was from Britain.
Oh, yeah. I was just asking. I didn't know.
She had postpartum depression and nobody was there to help her.
I was paying more attention to the ghost in the room. Okay.
You.
The cutout of Ted Danson.
All right, guys.
All right, Creed
Back
3.
to my two dads.
Creed 3. Jesus. I really thought you just fell off the chair. I'm not going to lie.
I need to.
Creed 3. We're finally getting into it. We went and watched Creed 3 over the weekend. And we're going to talk about that right now. So we're not in spoilers. When we get into spoilers, where's that? We will have this on the screen. And it'll say spoilers. And I'll be like, we are spoilers. Like, I'll do all that. We are not currently there.
Secret.
So, we watched Creed 3.
Yeah.
How many times do you think I'm going to say we watched Creed 3 before I actually
I'm
start
laughing
talking?
every time you say it.
I loved Creed 1
Mm-hmm.
and Creed 2
Mm-hmm.
and Creed Weathered and Creed Human Clay.
Yeah.
With Arms Wide Open.
Yeah.
Higher.
My sacrifice.
My Own Prison.
Yeah.
Bullets.
Now, are you just saying words or are those
No,
actual
those are
Creed
actual-
songs?
those are actual
Okay,
Creed
okay.
The Marlins theme song for the Florida Marlins. Look it up. But no, I love the first Creed movie. Thought it was great. And spoiler alert for the first Creed movie. Well, for me, for my life, I had never watched a Rocky movie. Creed was my first Rocky movie. And it's been years since then. And I bought the franchise on Blu-ray.
I'm going to make them watch it, everybody.
I bought the entire franchise on Blu-ray and then never watched it. And then over the weekend, they had it on sale on iTunes, and I bought it again. And maybe eventually I'm going to watch it. I mean, probably, right? Probably.
You have to.
I want to, Maggie.
You have to because you got to see the robot.
I mean, see, you say things like that, and it makes me not want to watch it.
No,
it's like,
Matt, it's such 80s
like,
crap, man.
I don't want to watch 80s crap. I want to see Michael B. Jordan and his angst.
All sweaty.
And like, yeah, I mean, that's part of it, you know? Does anybody look as good as Michael B. Jordan in the Creed movies? Then I don't know if I want to watch it, okay?
I mean, Jonathan Majors killed his role as Damien.
Yes.
That's what somebody... Trey.
Oh, yes. No,
See.
honestly, Jonathan Majors. Here's the thing. Okay, here's what's great about this movie. And this is spoiler free still. We're not going to get into details about spoilers. The thing that they nailed about this movie is that if you reworked this story, same exact story, but with him as the protagonist and Michael B. Jordan as the antagonist, it would still work. And like, I haven't seen a movie that solid like that in that aspect of it since like Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know, with Killmonger. And obviously, I mean, I think of Killmonger.
It's Kang and Killmonger.
I know, the Battle of the K's. And Valkyrie's there too.
Yeah. Interesting.
KVK. Killmonger, Valkyrie, Kang. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, his story's fantastic. Like, we were watching it, and I looked over at Maggie like an hour in, and I was like, this is perfect. This is like a perfect story. Because he's not a bad guy.
No, he's not.
Like, he's not a villain in it. Like, are there some questionable things? Of course. But, like, from his perspective, I can 100% see why he would be fucking pissed. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and
Makes
again,
sense.
we'll get into it in spoilers, but he is completely justified, I feel, in everything that happens. Not saying I was on his side, but like I fully comprehend why he was doing it. Yeah. And I think they completely earned it. Michael B. Jordan kills it as always. I mean, it almost like feels like we're spoiled because he's just perfect at it. You know, like anytime he's on screen, it doesn't matter. He nails it. He nails it so good. And like this, of course, was in this he has a daughter now, which I mean, they gave birth in the last movie. And she's, I don't even know how old she is, but she's a little girl now. And like, of course, we just had a little girl, 2 years ago, and like she's 2.5. We just had her 2 years ago, and like seeing that, that relationship, I definitely could identify with a lot of the, not wanting her to see you angry, right, and wanting to push through your bullshit, for their sake, I thought they nailed that. I thought Tessa Thompson was fantastic too. Yeah. I mean, her story, like we don't even really get to linger in it too long, but I mean, it 100% is accurate, and it almost rides that line between the two of them. Yeah. But like seeing her stay strong, like she's handling it the way that Creed wishes that Creed should be handling it, and so she's almost like this anchor for him, of like what good can be. Yeah. It's fantastic. Maggie, before we dive into spoilers.
I'm ready for spoilers. Because I'm
at least talk about it. Like, at least say, like, you liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's going to be my movie of the year. Maybe.
More than Turtles?
I don't know. Depends on how they do Turtles. But I loved, Michael B. Jordan killed it as a director. Absolutely. The shots, some of the shots in there.
Oh my God. He proved.
Even one towards the end popped into my mind today, and I'm just like, wow. No. Like, that was a lot of artistic thought that went into that process. But not only you're the director, but also you have to direct yourself.
Very, very Rocky of him, you know.
Yeah.
Thinking about that.
Yeah.
Legacy of Rocky continues in Michael B. Jordan. No, I completely agree. I think he killed it. There were several times that I had chills. Like there's one moment in particular, and it's during a montage. And like just the way the music just like hits, and with the visuals that you're seeing, like I was ready to get up and like start working out, like in the middle of the theater. I didn't. I just ate more popcorn, but I wanted to. Like I felt like I could if I wanted to. But yeah. And then of course, again, before we get into spoilers, the fights were just amazing. Proved that you could do anime.
Yeah.
Somebody, Funimation, Crunchyroll, Toei Animation, whoever the hell needs to do this, give him Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
He could do it. He did it.
He did it.
I would say My Hero Academia, but they're already making a Netflix show out of it, and I don't want him to have a Netflix show. I want him to have like a $200 million movie. We covered it on the show.
No, but every time it's brought up, why?
Anyway, Dragon Ball Z. I'm telling you, it could be fantastic, and it definitely couldn't be any worse than what we already got.
Evolution.
Remember when Spike was Piccolo?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. All right, Maggie. Okay. So if this is your first time watching one of our reviews, here's how this is going to go down. We are going to go into spoilers. After spoilers, we're going to come back spoiler-free, and we are going to add Creed 3 to our ranking of spring 2023 so far. Yeah. We have had 4 movies on that list, so we will find out where Creed 3 will go. I think everybody already knows. But before we go into spoilers, Maggie, I think we already know the answer to this, but would you recommend people go watch Creed 3?
See.
If they watched Creed 1 and 2, or 1 or 2, and didn't really care for it, do you feel that Creed 3 does enough that they should try it again?
I don't know. Depends on if you enjoyed the Rocky movies, I think.
I feel like these are so far.
They are, but
beyond Rocky.
But I know, but I'm just saying boxing in general. If you don't like boxing, then this isn't for you.
No, Maggie. God. There's so much more to this than boxing. There's so much more to it than boxing. Come on. Oh, Maggie, come on. You're killing me, Smalls.
I love making him mad.
No, like, I mean, here's the thing. If you didn't like the first Creed,
Something's wrong with you.
I mean, I'm going to say you shouldn't watch Creed 3. You should go back and watch whatever fucking garbage you think is good. Because if you don't like Creed 3, I don't know. Or Creed 1, I don't know, like, I don't know what you can like. But it's gotta be terrible, you know? Like, oh, I don't know. No. Creed was fantastic. And Creed 3, I feel like, is right there with it.
Oscars. Everybody.
Oh, please. God, please give them Oscars. Just all of them.
All of them.
No, I would 100% recommend this. If you did not enjoy Creed, I would say there's no point in you watching it because it's just more good. But I really want to know who you are. I want to know why you don't like Creed. Like, what did you have against it?
They're not going to admit it.
I just want to know.
Let's go
like,
spoilers.
And it's not even a matter of like me judging anybody. I just want to understand because maybe I'm not seeing it from their perspective. Okay, maybe they have a really good reason. I can't imagine that they do, but I want to know what they think it is. Okay. And lastly, I would say anybody that's not watched any Creed movies, you would be okay to just go in on this one.
Trey said this movie felt like a standalone and not a sequel.
Completely agree.
Agreed.
I think you can 100% just start the movie. I mean, sure, there's going to be some references you're not going to get, but this completely stands on its own. And if you watch this, you know, I would say don't sleep on this just because you've not watched 1 and 2. Like, I would say go watch this one.
Yeah.
As soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all I'm going to say before we get into spoilers. Anything else you'd like to say,
No.
Maggie? All right, here we go. Everybody, here comes the spoilers. Spoilers.
Secrets.
I can't believe Creed was dead the whole time.
Dang.
I do that joke every
I
time.
know, Matt.
No, okay. So the scene where he's like practicing, he's trying to get it back, you know, and he's fighting Drago, he's sparring with Drago. And like he's down on the ground and he's remembering all the times that he got up, you know. And the music just like kicks in right there. Like for real, I was like chills. Like even just talking about it, I've got chills. Like it's just so just so perfect. Everything about that. And the scene at the end, okay, when they were having the final boxing round.
Yes.
And everything cuts to black.
Yeah.
And they're in the shadow realm.
Yeah.
Right?
And then it cuts back and it's round 11. I was like, huh?
Dude.
I was like, I had a feeling this would last
like,
for a bit, but I thought we'd see it.
Like when he knocks I'm pretty sure it's Jonathan Majors that goes into the ropes and it's a prison cell behind him. Like, come the fuck on. This is amazing. Like
and then
I'm totally blanking on words because I've been up since 6, but
and them seeing each other as kids again.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, when after the fight's over with, and Adonis goes in there to talk to Damien, and they both, you know, reconcile pretty much, and they cried out, man, because they realized, oh, we were only kids.
Can I say that's my favorite thing about this movie?
No, it's great. Like, that's how human beings should be.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, here's a movie that, for all intents and purposes, should be a dumb fight movie where two meatheads beat the hell out of each other, and then one comes out on top and gets the girl or whatever. Right? Like, that's how these have been for decades. Decades at this point. Like, this movie should be it should be empty and void of any actual like thought. Right? Like movies like this, that's how they should be. Right? Like that's what we deserve as a society out of this movie, is for us to not get a well-made film. Right? But Michael B. Jordan, I truly feel like in this movie that I haven't felt like this since like probably The Matrix or Fight Club, I would say. Maybe Inception or Interstellar. Like, it's almost like once a decade, there's a movie that comes out, and it's like, oh, here's where we are now in film. You know, like, this changed things. And I'm not saying Creed 3 is going to change things, but this feels like the first movie of a new generation. Like, not only are we going to get just phenomenal action set pieces with the fighting and everything, and not only we're going to get just perfectly acted, well written, rounded characters, right? But we're also going to get symbolism. We're also going to get anime inspiration, right? Yeah. And we're also going to have two dudes, after beating the hell out of each other, cry together. Yeah. And like forgive each other. And like that's amazing. And it's earned. And it doesn't feel superficial. It doesn't feel like it is shoehorned in there. Like, it was the fact that we end the movie with them letting go of their anger towards each other after they've beat the hell out of each other, right? That they are willing, that they can just let it go at that point. Like, that's beautiful, you know? And like, that doesn't just happen. We don't get movies that do that. We get movies where it's like, oh, family don't run, you know, like
Brian,
right? Oh, we're gonna go to space. Like, even Marvel doesn't really go to those places. Like, sometimes they'll do good stuff, obviously, but I mean, a lot of the time, you know, we don't get like this could, if the right person watched this and really took it to heart, this could change someone's life. Yeah, like they could walk away from this movie being a better person because of what they learned from this. Yeah. And that's incredible. Like, that's what movies are supposed to be, you know? Yeah. Oh my God. So beautiful. So wonderful.
This was a really sad scene when it wasn't really his mom, but he called her mom when she was passing away. Yeah. And if it were only simple in real life, I mean, that's true. When she's passing away, and Adonis thinks that, you know, she's, you were filled with so much anger when I first met you, and then she calls him Apollo, and he's like, he thought about correcting her, he tried once, and then he just let her be. Yeah. And she said, why'd you leave me alone, Apollo? She said, but now I'm going to go be with you. God. And I thought that was sweet.
Come the hell on, you know? And like, what?
Okay, now I got to see it.
It's really freaking good.
Go see it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I gotta say, Jonathan Majors' character, I kind of alluded to this before the spoilers, but like, specifically the fact that he was going to be like the premier boxer, you know, like his life was on that path, right? Have Creed's life. Yeah. Like, that was going to be his. Yeah.
He said that he wanted to be in the Olympics, fought for box for USA. Then he's going to go pro.
Yeah. And they showed us he had the chops to do it. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like he was saying all this and he actually sucked. Yeah. Like, no, like, he very much should have been on that path. Mm-hmm. And then he stuck up for Creed, and ends up losing 18 years of his life. Mm-hmm. And while he does that, Creed lives his life, you know? And so, like, when I say that, you know, a movie from his perspective, Creed would absolutely be the antagonist of it. Like, yeah. I mean, imagine watching a movie about Jonathan Majors going to jail because he was trying to protect his little brother. I mean, they're not actually brothers.
But they call each other brothers. Yeah.
And when he comes out, it turns out his little brother had lived his entire life. It's almost like Futurama.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like that, you know? But better, obviously. Yeah. And like, him trying to climb out of this system, one that looks at him as nothing but an ex-con, you know? Mm-hmm. Someone that went to jail for having a gun, you know, at a young age. Yeah. And like, trying to dig out of that to become the champion of the world. And like, that's a beautiful story. Yeah. Like, that's a fantastic movie. I would watch that movie, you know? And like, we get that movie in this. And so you're almost like at the end when they're fighting each other, you know, it's not a clear, like, you know.
Like, I was like, please, Adonis has to win. But then a part of me is like, But how would it go if
Yeah.
Damien won?
And it wasn't like overwhelmingly one or the other.
Yeah.
Like, most movies like this, what'll happen is like, oh, the hero comes out of retirement and he starts getting shellacked, but then by the final round, like, oh, he comes out on top, right? Like he learns something, remembers something. He's like, oh, now I'm stronger. Blah. But like, they get their ass kicked for the first 12 rounds, right? That doesn't happen in this. They both beat the hell out of each other, and it's not really clear, Jonathan Majors gets the shit kicked out of him, but so does Michael B. Jordan, So like, you get to the end and it's not even like Creed has to like unleash all the things that Jonathan Majors would like hurt him. Like literally the only thing that Jonathan Majors did in this movie that was that put him on the side of being the antagonist, right, is when he broke that boxer's hand by hiring somebody that he was in jail with. That's the only thing he does that's just a hair on the wrong side.
And also knocking that other dude out, like Cruz. I think his last name is Cruz.
Well, but I mean, I don't know. That's your boxing. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to win.
Yeah, but
it's like saying, Jeff Gordon shouldn't have come in first. I don't watch racing of any kind, obviously.
He's retired now, but that's how I used to feel whenever I watched it. I was like, no.
I only know Jeff Gordon because of like Fox Kids. Who'd be on.
I know. That's his
Welcome
sponsor,
to the Super Digi Bowl 2002. My name's Terry Bradshaw. The Digi Destined is great. You gotta look that up.
His red shorts at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
They're apparently based off Akira.
Yeah,
right?
Akira. Yeah. Same style as the jacket.
But how they filmed how he was
slow-mo
dodging, and then like you could see his eyes looking for that spot and seeing if it was consistently staying open. Like, that's pretty cool.
It was fantastic.
And that happens in real life.
Yeah.
Because I didn't box or anything. I played volleyball.
Yeah.
But that crap happens. You can, whenever you can just, it's quick. And if it happens, you're like, oh, I see it. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
So like if I saw an open spot on the court, and if the ball was to me, I'd hit it.
Yeah.
Try to hit it in that spot.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Like, I'll have like a whole row of like 4 and then another row of 4. And like that line piece starts coming down and it clears them all out and I get a Tetris. My God, nothing like
Tetramino.
Nothing like that's what the pieces are called. Tetramino. That's what they're called. They're Tetramino. Okay, it was a joke because I play Tetris and I love Tetris. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, go watch this damn movie.
Trey said, I like the different take of the last match scene when the audience disappeared and it's just two of them fighting through different imaginations. Yeah.
Top notch.
That's
honestly.
Great. That was very creative.
And it was almost like that's what they were both seeing.
Yeah.
Like in that moment they were in a shared delusion.
Then you heard ding, 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 round 11. I was like, what?
Yeah, the way they made Tom pass through that. And I mean, it was just... for real, that was the most anime thing I'd ever seen in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Like,
it's done so well.
It reminded me so much of Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
Like, where like in a different time they wouldn't be rivals, they'd be brothers.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, obviously this is so much better than the story of Goku and Vegeta. But like just seeing these two at like the top of their game,
Yeah.
And like they don't even try and like explain away Jonathan Majors climbed to the top. Like they don't try and be like, oh, he's 17-0, like, and just show like timekeeping. No, he won one fight and became the champion, and now he's fighting Creed. And like that's just like we don't have to explain that. Like that is what it is.
No.
And that's because the real world is like that. Like I'm not saying that would happen in the real world, but I mean people make stupid decisions based solely off of anger, like Creed does this, So anyway, I loved it. I loved it a lot. I
want and also Michael B. Jordan's already saying that he wants to continue it.
God, please,
Do it.
Make several
Amara.
more. Make several more of these, but then not anytime soon. I want to
I'm rooting for that one though.
I want the Amara movie, and I want him to be her Rocky, and she's his Creed, right? Like, I want that, but I want that in like 10 to 15 years. I don't want that as Creed 4. Like, I want more of Creed. He's in his prime.
No, he's old.
No.
They're old.
Maggie, Rocky was still boxing people in like 2006. Okay.
Adrian.
Well, I will say, I did miss Rocky.
I did too.
Like, I don't think it hurt the movie at all.
No.
Like, I'm definitely not deducting any points for it. But I do think, especially the only part that kind of stuck out like a sore thumb was his mom's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like Rocky would have been there.
Rocky would have.
Yeah. And like, just not having him there kind of like felt like, you know, like that's the only piece of it that I was like, I wish they would have, you know, tried to do that.
Yeah.
Even though Sylvester Stallone still got paid for being a producer. Which
yeah.
Good for him, you know.
Good on you, man.
Anyway, Maggie, anything else you'd like to say before we dip out of the spoilers and add this to our spring 2023 ranking?
Well, it's number 1.
We're not there yet.
It's number 1.
All right, here we go.
It's number 1.
End of spoilers. All right, everybody, we are out of spoilers. No more spoilers going forward.
No more.
Unless you're looking at the chat and there's spoilers in the chat. I can't control that. So, you know, read at your own choice.
No, that wasn't that bad.
No, I don't think there is. I'm just saying. I don't police the chat. Yeah, the chat's the chat. Anyway, welcome to the final segment of the show, of the Hopefully Awesome Show. This is the ranking spring 2023 so far. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome. The way we do this is we break down the year into 4 segments called seasons.
Quarters, in other words.
No, it's so from February through April is spring. We consider that spring. And then May through August is considered summer. So as of right now, we're in the spring of 2023. Current ranking at number 3, Your Place or Mine. That's going to be so low by the end of this. Number 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And number 1, Knock at the Cabin. That is our current ranking.
Dang.
Yeah. I feel like this should be like, this needs to kick all of those down to like
nothing.
10 to 15. You know, like this is so much better than just number 1 and Knock at the Cabin being number 2. You know, like it is like, I want to rank those lower.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jariana, not the seasons again.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, typically we try and have a conversation about this of like deciding where it should go. This is the easiest ranking we'll ever do in our lives. Creed 3 is number 1. I mean, it's number 1.
My 2 dads, number 1. Number 1.
All right. So shall it be.
2 dads.
So shall it be done. New number 1. So your current ranking for spring 2020 through 2023. Number 4, Your Place or Mine. Number 3, Quantumania. Number 2, Knock at the Cabin. And new number 1, Creed 3. Man, we got a couple movies coming up. Next week we'll be back with the Hopefully Awesome Show. Here, let's go ahead and kick these on. We'll be back next week with a review of Scream 6 and 65. Haven't decided exactly how we're going to do that. And also, apparently, The Last of Us will be done by then. And it's like, we can't review all 3 of those at the same time. So I don't know what we're going to do. But that's where we're at.
We just go live like Thursday or Friday night and say, okay, this is our review.
I mean, we could. Nothing's stopping us. We could do it. But yeah, that'll be next week. I think the week after that, we've got some movies. We got lots of stuff pretty much from now until like mid-May when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out.
Yeah.
So we got stuff every week. But tomorrow we will be back at 8:30 live again with Going Back to Beast Wars, our weekly Beast Wars rewatch podcast. We are on the second batch of 4 episodes for season 2 of Beast Wars. Yeah. So I want to say it's episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8, I believe. I think that's the case. Yeah. of season 2. So, and by the way, you can watch those on YouTube. They're all on YouTube in 4K.
So
They're
close
great.
to finishing season 2 of Smallville.
That's right. Speaking of Smallville, on Wednesday we'll be back with Going Back to Smallville, our Smallville weekly rewatch podcast. We are on the second to last episode of season 2. So yeah, come hang out with us. We are live 8:30, both of those, and Friday
to question mark.
This Friday, for the first time ever, we're doing a special live watch along for a special episode of Beast Wars. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
That's okay.
Dang.
We'll talk more about it tomorrow during Going Back to Beast
Oh.
Wars, but
Yeah.
we'll be live Friday night at 8:30 watching, I think it's called Code of
Heroes. Yeah.
Heroes Code or Code of Hero
I
or
think
something.
it's Code of Hero or something like that.
Something like that. We'll have all the details. But yeah, we're going to do a live watch along because it's going to be a good one. And then, of course, we'll be back next Monday with the Hopefully Awesome Show. Thank you for watching, everybody. We hope you all enjoyed this special episode of just TMNT and Creed. I mean, honestly, I don't think it could have been any better.
Both muscular fighting bros.
Michael B. Jordan should be a turtle. I just blew my mind.
Yeah, I could tell.
Or Casey Jones. He'd be a good Casey Jones.
Yeah, he would.
Anyway, yeah, if this is your first time watching, thank you for sticking by. We greatly appreciate it. Remember, if you'd like to get the show ad-free as well as exclusive content, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get our exclusive monthly and weekly shows such as Family Game Night, where we play board games together, or our monthly movie commentary, where we do a commentary track over a movie.
Yeah.
All that. Again,
Really need to do that.
over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. But remember, if you have no bucks to toss our way, it is totally fine. Simple like, subscribe, a comment, all of those things help the channel grow and find more like-minded folks such as yourself. But that is going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.